What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Travis Bookert, the co-founder and president of the Golden Door Foundation. And today we have with me a special friend of mine, Thomas Pope, joining me for the first installment of the Golden Spotlight series. How you doing, Thomas?
Good about you, Trev?
I'm doing good, man. Just chilling, man. Glad you can join me. If you want to go ahead and get started, you can just give us an introduction, some background about yourself, what you like to do, things of that nature.
Well, definitely, for sure. It's an honor to be on interviewed with you, Trev. And my name is Thomas Pope. I grew up in Aiken, South Carolina. Went to Aiken High School, graduated, went to the University of South Carolina, where I studied mechanical engineering. Throughout high school and throughout my career in school in college, I was very involved with the NAACP. Was the president of the Aiken Youth Council, and later on became the state president of the Youth and College Division of the NAACP. Also joined a fraternity, the engineering fraternity Theta Tau, and now I work for a great company called Whiting Turner. We are a commercial contracting and general construction company, and okay. I'm a field engineer.
Cool, man. Coming out of high school, what led you to choose USC?
Well, honestly, it was a personal decision for me. Well, two things. It was either USC or Clemson. I know those two schools are rivals, but they were the only two schools in South Carolina that had pretty decent engineering programs.
Okay.
And so I got waitlisted for Clemson, but I had already gotten early acceptance to Carolina. And we hung out in college and everything. I'm a very social person. People
right.
say that I can't go anywhere without seeing at least 5 people.
This is true.
And so I wanted somewhere that I could grow. My brother went to USC Aiken, and being there, I was able to go on his campus. And in high school, I had already known so many people there. So it was like, I need to go somewhere with 30,000 undergrad students and try and make a name for myself there. I just need to be in a big pond and, see if I can become the big fish in the pond.
Sounds like your background set you up pretty nicely for the career that you're in now, from the NAACP to the professional orgs that you were in and just studying mechanical engineering at USC. So, I mean, you set yourself up like most people probably wouldn't be able to set themselves up, past college, maybe. So after college, though, how did you manage to get started in your industry after, graduating with your degree?
Well, honestly, I just jumped right in. So I am in the construction industry. And one of the things I've always been interested in buildings and construction and whatnot. And one of the things that I did was I got an internship. Mm-hmm. I got an internship with, although it wasn't necessarily directly correlating with what I wanted to do. So I'm doing commercial construction, which is large buildings, anything. I know our company, we've built the MGM Grand Casino up in, I think it's Baltimore or Maryland, mm-hmm. or whatnot. So many different buildings, as well as the Porsche headquarters in Atlanta. And just to give you a size and scale of the types of projects we work on compared to, a 1,200, 2,400 square foot house. Mm-hmm. But the thing about that internship was it set me up to understand the certain things that I would see generally, broadly in construction. So, having to maintain a schedule, having to, coordinate certain subcontractors, those types of things, it just kind of pushed me into that environment to either, sink or swim.
Right.
And that was one of the things that really set me up for outside of school, working in that industry.
So would you say that internship was definitely a plus for you to get your job? Like, may not have been directly related to you getting your job, but maybe in an indirect way, would you suggest, applying for internships to kind of get your foot in the door with this industry?
For sure. I mean, any industry. Doesn't matter if you're engineering, you're finance, whatever industry you're in. I think that the best thing that you can do is search for an internship.
Right.
Me, in coming out of high school, I was very ambitious, and I told myself, I want to get an internship my first year in college.
Okay.
Now, that's unheard of in a lot of cases, right?
It is. Did you
But
succeed?
yes and no. I'll do you one better, Trav. I had that mentality, and I had intro to engineering class, and I had the mentality that I wanted to do that. And one of the projects or assignments that we had was to go to the career fair, SET fair, and get some business cards.
Mm-hmm.
I heard people moaning and groaning about having to go instead of going to class, but for me, it was an opportunity to say, "Hey, I'm out here. I want an internship. I want a job. I know I want a job out of college. So let me go." By going there, I had the opportunity of meeting, someone from Aiken, having, just this one connection. We were in different fields. At first, I was civil engineering, and I was just talking to him because he was from Aiken, and he ended up offering me a co-op. So co-op is just an extended internship that lasts an entire semester, and I work full time instead of going to school.
Mm-hmm.
And so he offered me the co-op, but the condition was that I switched from civil to mechanical engineering.
Okay.
And me wanting an internship, this is still my first semester, well, my first year of college.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So after my first year, I switched my major, got the co-op, and, I got that internship. And just having that internship alone opened so many doors because people want to see that you have experience.
Mm-hmm.
And the craziest thing that you're ever going to hear is, we're just looking for someone with experience. And I actually told somebody, I said, well, if you're always looking for someone with experience, how am I supposed to get that experience if no one's willing to give me a chance?
Right. It's a conundrum for sure. Yeah.
So sometimes you just gotta, manifest that energy. And that's what I did. And I mean, for me, I believe in God. So I prayed to God, talked to him about it so many times.
Right.
And although it didn't happen exactly how I planned it, it was so much better. That experience set me up for another internship, other jobs, all these opportunities. And any type of opportunity like that looks great because it shows that you have initiative. They see that, you're starting young. Those people, at the set fair, career fair, whenever you go, they're going to see your face. And if you make connections, they're going to say, hey, man, that person's very tenacious, and that's the type of person I want to hire.
So enough about work and school and stuff, man. Just want to get into, I guess, a little bit of your personal life, if you don't mind. But
yeah, sure.
What are some of your current goals right now?
Once things get too easy, you need to take on a new challenge. Right. So next goal, definitely have, family. But beyond that, this might throw you for a loop, but I actually want to a couple of things. So I want to go back to my community in Aiken and, build a community center that connects children from every walk of life. Back home, it was more so, there's a racial divide as well as an economic divide. And I don't want that to be there. Yeah, it may be there, but, I think that every kid should have an equal opportunity. And what I want this community center to do is provide, tutoring, provide, extracurricular activities such as sports. Although I wasn't in sports, I think sports are a part of growing up.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely an outlet.
Yeah. Sports, music, financial literacy. You know, you don't learn about finances. You don't learn about, you know, how to purchase a home. You don't learn how to invest in school. You don't learn these different things, or how to start a business. I don't know how to start a
Hmm.
business, but, you know, I know so many people who have, and some of those people are in our friend group.
Right.
So I want people to be able to express themselves in any kind of way, as well as, you know, no matter if school isn't for you, maybe you can find a resource that'll help you get to where you want,
Hmm.
because, you know, that's lost. I know people who just because they thought they couldn't go to school, you know, they're just kind of sitting idle, you know.
Right.
They didn't have another plan or anything, and, you know, if that was their plan, then shoot, they're living their dream, right? But
Right.
I want everyone to have the same opportunity as far as being able to succeed, and that success is defined by themselves, not
Hmm.
society, not me, not you, but who they are, who they want to be when they grow up, you know?